Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Tonight, on a Sunday night at around 10:17 or 10:18 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in the beautiful city of Diamond Bar, California, United States, I'd like to present you with usage of the UNIX and LINUX find command. So the find command is very useful command on Unix and Linux platform. The parameters that you're passing to the find command or the options that you put in as flags or options parameters, and they are all going to work whether you do it on Unix or Linux, it's the same. So let me type in by saying what is find. This is telling you that find command, which is on the man pages section 1, is searching for files in a directory hierarchical kind of structure. So it traverses through the directory structures and finds any files that you're looking for. So for example, if I'm on this current working directory of pwd of my program shells directory, and I cd to ... and then I say, okay, let's just find from the current directory of programs. Let me just do a pwd first here that I cd to the parent directory of shells. So inside here, I have a number of Python scripts, C++ scripts, shell scripts, and so on. All these files, if I'm just interested to find out only the shell scripts, I could do a find -name and then a star.sh. Star.sh meaning that the wildcard star is going to match all the files that are having the extension .sh. In this case, it lists those ones. But if I want to see the full long listing of these files, I can pass in -exec, and then after -exec, you can pass on any argument as another commands. So in this case, I'm interested to see the long listing. So therefore, I'm typing ls-l, and then this left braces, right braces is like a loop, and this slash means that like press enter after each line. So it does automatically, programmatically, and does it for you, and it gives you a long listing of the files with the permissions, everything. So in this case, if I'm just interested to say, for example, let's say all the files that are star.sh, as well as show me the files that are having permission of 755, which means read, write, execute, and read-execute for group and read-execute for others. So in this case, I will be typing the command -o for the other, and then or option, not other, or -perm is 755. That would just still list those files, but since I said -o, I said either the file has the extension of .sh or any other files that have the permission of 766. So if I just want to see only the .sh, then I could say and there with the option of and that way I could only see the files that are having this. And if I just want to add -exec to it, I could say ls-ld, then you can see that. So the slash, the braces are always the same because it's like a loop, begin and end, but slash semicolon could be also replaced to a plus symbol. That would also work. So whether you do a slash semicolon for a new line or a plus, the syntax works for both. So in this case, I did that one. What if I want to see any files that are extension .c++, for example, C++, Since none of the executable, the source codes are not executable, therefore this permission would not work, because I have to get the permission of source code as 644, which means read write by the owner, and for read in only by the group and others. That would list it, read write by the owner, read and option for the group and others. So this would give me a list of it. Let's say I'm looking for a file that is with .name star. Let's say I'm looking for any file called an extern. As you can see, there's no file extern. But if I touch a file, say, on the current directory, and it's called extern, and then now extern is there. So since I'm doing extern, I could say find this. Now this one is going to show it. But notice if I just add the minus exec here, ls minus ld, and then ld meaning that show me only the content of it with the directory listing, not what if this was a directory, don't show me the content of the directory. So in this case, it's going to show it, but the issue is that I just created that file temporary. I created that one. Let me clear my screen. So I'm on the top here, and then I run this command here. It shows that. What if I'm just doing it lowercase extern here? Would that find it? Obviously not, because the Unix and Linux command lines, everything is with case sensitivity. So if you want to just still search for the extern in lowercase, you need to just add the -i for ignore case, and then that would still find it. Even though you put the lowercase here, this is similar to grep -i command that is finding it in there. So let me just give you an example of a grep command with the find. So if I just look for any find any file, find dot minus name, sorry, I pressed enter too early. Find and dot minus name star dot C++. So this would give me all the files that are C++. And then I say, give me minus exec grep minus IL, meaning list of the files, ignore the case. L is for list of the files, I for ignoring the case. So if I just type in the word cout, and then anywhere that the cout for the C++ commands is used, show me those ones. And if I just don't want to see the name of the file, I could just take the I, keep the I and then remove the L. Now in every file, it is doing that one. So earlier I did this command of C++. If I want to just say, if the file name is environment.c++, environment.c++. So this is going to list it, but if I just put env in lowercase, as I said earlier, env in lowercase will not display it. So in order for me to detect that one, I could say case insensitivity -i for ignore the case, it will find it. Now, if I want to see the content of it, I could say -exec cat -n for showing the line numbers on each of the files as well, and then brace and then plus. That would just display the content of it as well for each of the lines. And then if I want to just clear my screen just to say some more options, what if I'm interested to say find dot minus perm for permission of 755. All the files that are 755, list them. And then if I just see -exec again, list -ld, that would prove that yes, they are 755. Similarly, if I want to see anything that are 644 permission, which is read write by the owner, and read and by group and others. So these are commands that are very useful. You can change ownership as you go on the fly. For example, let's say I wanted to delete that file, make a copy of it first. Let's just do, I'm going to say find dot minus name star dot sh. This would give me all the files that are sh. Now I could say, I could do even a while read command here, but since the path is there or automatically there, I could say while read var and do, and then say echo working on $var now. So, and then I could say copy and $var to $var dot temp. So I make a temporary or a backup file from the existing file on the path that exists, which is under the shell. So then I say done. Now it just says working on these ones, and it was completed. Now if I just say, show me all the files that has the extension of .sh, like I did before, and then after .sh could be anything. So this should find out all the files with the temp as well as the previous one. But I'm interested to just only see the .temp extension. So I'm going to do .temp, and that would list it. Again, clearing the screen is there. Since I did it for the demonstration purpose, all of those .temp files I just created temporary. And as you can see from -exec ls -l, the timestamp of those files are showing that it just got created at this time. This is again on a website that I have, MyWebUniversity.com, and their time is in Germany, but the server is in Germany, but they're an Eastern time zone. So on the actual server side, so they're using Eastern time. And then if you can see that on Eastern time here, but the server, which is, if I say host name is mywebuniversity.com, and I'm just demoing on that server, which is a Linux server. It's Ubuntu. If I just do a /release, you can see. So let me clear my screen again, just to show you the temp files that I did. They're fine, and let's just delete them. So instead of exec ls, I could just say rm, and then the brace, and then end it. But between exec and rm, there has to be a space, otherwise the command would not work. So now it worked. And then if I just run the same command of ls, it's not going to find anything. Echo $? Is showing that successful. The command ran, but it did not find any files with the exact star.temp, which I deleted that one successfully. So there was a file also I created in the process with the name of xterm. So I'm going to type in lowercase here, just to demo the option of -i. You can see that it's going to still find it. And then I'm going to delete that one also, -exec rm, and then plus symbol. And then now if I just do the xterm, it's not going to find it. So that file is also gone. So what we need to do is, another one is by the user ID. So if you look at the options of the files, some of the file and the user ID is wlitv, some of them the group is also wlitv, and then some of them are root. So let me just do a ls-l here, and I want to say find dot from the current directory on minus name is anything. I don't have to say minus name. if I just don't want to make my command longer, I could just say minus user dash user wlutfi. That would just list all of them that are owned by wlutfi. Again, minus exec ls minus l verifies that one that it is the case. You can see that the owner is there. And then similarly, if I want to say clear the screen, and then be careful with the clear screen if the term is not if it's not VT100 or Xterm 256 color. Like if I just say export term is equal VI, when you do a clear screen, it's not going to work. It says unknown terminal type. So what you need to do is say export term is equal VT100, VT100, and then that would just export it. Now $ term is not VI, it is VT100. So now I clear the screen, it would work. What you want to do is also clear a screen would do the same thing as tput clear screen. But let's do the find one more things. With the find minus dot minus group is root. So this would find all the files that are owned by the group root. And then if I just say -a for user wlutfi, then it will just -user. I forgot that with the dash. That's why, and that command did not work. Now it's working. So you could get that one. And then if you want to see by the symbolic link and other ones, you could do, for example, the type clear screen. Let's say find, and instead of slash dot, you could just say, you could do it from the current directory minus type D. This would show you all the directories. As you can see, minus exec ls minus ld, that would verify that that is the case. If you want to just see regular files, this would be a lot. If I just put that -f, it would be a lot of those files. And then if you want to just do it minus a name, I could just say minus the name star.txt. Every file that are text file, and do the other ones also. Dash type is there, and so you could just only get the files that are .text, and those ones are a shorter list. And then you can say also the find by the symbolic link. So like etc minus type D would give you, I'm sorry, type D, not F. Type D would give you all the directory on the etc. So the directory, when you list it, it doesn't have to be the current directory always. You can provide a full path of rather than a relative path. So here, if I just do a -L, I mean type L for symbolic link, those are all the symbolic links. And then if I just say minus exec ls minus ld, then show me the symbolic link, you can see that the symbolic links are showing with this arrows saying that this is a symbolic link to that, everything. Similarly, if I just do it on the current directory, which is smaller than etc, I can get that list of files that are symbolic link. And then let me just clear the screen. I'm going to bring it on the top, and clear has to be in lowercase case sensitivity, and then do this find command with the current directory. Now you can see that a file of C++, which I'm on the current directory, you can see C++ is the only one symbolic link. And the symbolic link is this permissions of the, if it is a directory, it has a D. If it's a regular file, it has a dash. And then the 9 characters that are there, the first 3 is for the owner. In this case is read, write, execute, and then read, write, execute, and for the group, and read, write, execute by others. because it's a symbolic link. But if it is a directory that you want to protect it only by the owner, is read, write, execute, and everybody else is blocked for it. If it's a source file, you want to do it read, write by the owner and read, write by the group, which in this case is also my own ID of Lutfi, group ID of Lutfi. So I have the ownership to read, write as a user ID as well as a group ID, as you can see. And then the other people have a read-only permission because the text file, it does not need to be having executable permissions. One thing that I want to show you on the shell script. So on the shell script, anything that is a $sh, if star.sh, anything that is $sh, you can see the files has read, write, execute by the person that is on the owner, and then executable by others as well. And they don't have others group, and others they don't have group write permission, but only the owner has write, read, and execute. Everybody else is read and execute, which is accurate. So this MyX term is the script that basically I wrote so I can just bring a nicer interface every time I just demonstrate it. I hope you like it, and I hope you learn from it. And then you're welcome to make any comments in addition to and just enjoying these videos. They are going to be posted on my YouTube channel, which is MyWebUniversity free educational videos. It's going to be kind of like education for all. Peace and love to you all, and I hope you all are going to have peace and love everywhere that you or just staying whatever country or whatever nationality you have. I hope you all enjoy your life, and love and peace to you all. Thank you for subscribing and watching more channels. So every weekend and my holidays, I'm trying to just make as many online videos to those of you that don't have access to, for example, universities and online classes that it is really expensive. These are free education. Please take advantage of it. I'm there for you to help you out and get a good job and learn and grow up on your career. Have a nice one. Thank you. Bye-bye.